if you were standing on a table and someone asked you to pull the table out from under your own feet, and you feared that you would fall if you did so, would you try? Or would that seem like an unwise thing to do? Well, the challenge that we're facing in our world today is we have built platforms of technology and economics and social process upon rivers of plastic and toxic materials and chemicals, and we're now standing on top of that platform of unwise, non-discerning choices that are being amplified in a non-optimal direction or trajectory every day by the choices we make as individuals and as a collective. So if we communicate to people, we suggest that you live life in a completely different way than you currently are, that you build green cities and green businesses and live a green life and cease creating carbon in the world. And all that means, of course, that you'd be required to give up is the current world, the way it currently works. Is that just feel just a bit like pulling the table out from under the platform out from under the people on the stage that are acting out their lives in the world today. So you can see why there would be reticence on the part of humanity to fundamentally change their life process, and why it would take a burning platform scenario such as we have these days to motivate us to find a way to change and to reharmonize with the planet. So we would suggest that in regard to this slide, any investment, and we use that word in air quotes, that you have in any particular dimension of your life, whatever it is, that you value being intelligent, or you value being strong or tough or courageous, or whatever it is you value, whatever you invest in yourself, or being highly educated, whatever that investment has been, does it make sense that if we're suggesting transforming the life process of humanity, that part of you is going to feel a little shaken, like the platform beneath your feet is being questioned? So what happens if I'm a competitive entrepreneurial tycoon that's made money creating plastics, and you come to me and say, well, we really need to transform that as a collective if we all want to make it for the next 200-300 years together. And that person that was so highly invested egoically and competitively and financially, how do you make the case for them to be willing to foundationally change every dimension of their life process and business process for a reharmonization with the planet that they've already disassociated with 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago? They might say, who cares about the forest? All that matters is that I get my money and I get my control and I get my power and I get my success. And the word mine would go through that whole process. So this possessiveness in regard to resources, possessiveness in regard to status and power and money is antithetical to this resolution of climate change challenge. And therefore it must be transmuted in some way, not fought in a traditional sense, educated out of awareness, to become aware, your awareness, our way out of it, learn our way out, evolve our way out, and become conscious enough to be able to make such a seemingly painful choice, and to do so gracefully. And also for everyone else to be able to operate with these folks and say, hey, we get it. This has been your life's work to create this plastics company. and we know it'll be painful to give it up or to change it. And we love you and we care about you and we want to help you do that, make it less painful. Do you think maybe that person would then be more open to at least contemplating the possibility of a fundamental change in their business and their life? We can't get there through judging them or regulating them through law, because law is way behind the current environmental situation, and it's already encumbered by special interests and competitive organizational influence. So then we have the option of love and care.